the show, everybody. Got the doc, producer James Money.
You want to start over?
No, not now.
All right, I'll do it when I come back from break.
How y'all feeling, ladies and gentlemen? I'm a little hot. It's hot. I saw producer James poolside.
Yeah.
How was that, man?
It was refreshing. I just got done.
It looked like y'all were the only ones there.
Actually, they were on a break, so get myself on here.
Sneaky.
Hey, Wes in the building. Yeah, they were on a break, so I was just like, hey, check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, dude. I'm like busy all the time, so I'm trying to reel in some people. Like, hey guys, like this is what I do on a daily. Hey, I also have a podcast, so come check it out.
I see what you're doing. Yeah. We can't see you yet, Wes. Haven't introduced you quite ready, but the man of the DF Dubs, the Burbs. The place where nobody can afford to live but him, Wes Washington in the mix. How you living, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Except for dealing with this heat, bruh. Like
it's notorious, right? I mean, it's just like it ain't letting up for nothing.
Like I looked at my electricity bill, and like, dude, I'm in a small apartment, and I'm like, man,
I don't even want to look at
I can't imagine what my boss is paying. This dude is paying for electricity bill of 2 houses. I can imagine what his electricity bill is like.
I wish my boss paid for my electricity.
I wish my boss paid for my electricity. I don't have a boss right now.
Oh.
Dude, it's kind of warm. Like, I mean, I got the AC on 68 right now, and it's like 79 degrees in here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of like fogging up a little bit.
Fans, bro. You want to sit in your fan?
Oh, no, I got fans. The thing is, if we run the fans, you won't be able to hear the audio. It'll sound like garbage. It'll sound like white noise over our voices. It'll sound like,
My ceiling fan's going pretty hard, though.
No doubt.
My ceiling fan goes pretty hard. Now, my box fans or whatever fans, I don't turn those on until I go to sleep. But my ceiling fans are pretty quiet. I don't hear nothing from them.
We got fans?
Oh, I mean, hey, I want to tell y'all something. Shout out to the 74 subscribers we have on YouTube. Shout out to all of y'all. I am very appreciative. I hope James and Wes are very happy as well. We gained 2 subscribers since Sunday. So I know that's not a lot. I know some of you guys out there, you got thousands, millions, tens of millions, got your diamond buttons and everything. But look, man, I'm enjoying the road. I'm enjoying the journey. We got 161. This will be 162 videos up on the platform. Feel free. If you see us come across your scroll, give us a subscribe. Tell your friends about us. I mean, we're gonna be kind of mean to each other, but at the same time, like it's all love here. It's a family. It's a brotherhood. And if you don't got thick skin, probably didn't want to talk to you. What's up, Wes?
First of all, I'm never mean to any one of these guys.
You're right.
They're mean to me.
You're right.
Second of all, has it been a year since I've joined the Paul Rodriguez show?
It has been a year. It's been a
year.
It's been just about that. I mean, you're acting like you don't get birthday presents or nothing.
No, dude. This past birthday wasn't the best of birthdays, but we'll talk about that later. But no, man, dude, I enjoy, like I was telling James, kind of off the air, dude. Like, I just enjoy doing it. I mean, it's great if people watch. It's great if like my friends are watching, they subscribe or whatever. But like, if it was just us 3 daily, just talking, I would still be like, hey, I gotta go talk to James and Paul.
Would anybody believe like we've never all met in person?
I know.
Nobody would. I don't think anybody would believe that.
Stop it, James. But I can see James is so bitter when you say that. Why would you bring that up?
I'm just
James
curious.
Is still so bitter about the 4th.
It's still a cool concept. Like, we've been doing this show, James and I, for a little over. It's been about a year with all of us together, and yeah, just to kind of have that chemistry and the camaraderie and the thick skin.
I'm sorry, James.
Brotherly mentality. Look, I don't need him getting in his feelings right now. All right, I don't need him getting in his feelings. But at the same time, it's like it's been fun. It's a real deal. Look, training camp is here, guys. We've made it. We've made it to the NFL season. It is upon us. I'm excited. Jerry Jones is giving us sound bites. We'll get into that in a minute. It's ridiculous. But I just wanted to start off. Do we have Cameron Poe queued up by chance? Is Cameron Poe around? And if you don't know Cameron Poe, Aaron Rodgers decided to walk into Green Bay training camp as the character Cameron Poe from Con Air. And, I mean, doppelganger?
Dude,
are we saying doppelganger? James, what do you think?
Just like him.
It's pretty close.
Spot on.
Wes, what did you think of it when you saw it?
He nailed it. Like, even before people start making comparisons, like, dude, what is like? The first thing I thought was like, dude, is that Nicolas Cage from Con Air?
Yeah.
Like, it just gave off that vibe. I don't know if he was trying to do it on purpose, but anyway, but I like it, dude, because he's walking in, dude. He looks good. Aaron Rodgers, he looks good. Like, he looks like he's in shape. He looks like he's ready to go. But I mean, he still didn't get no pictures of the toe, so I don't know. I mean,
I'm sure his toe's fine. I'm sure his toe's fine.
That toe goes
again with that down toe.
You know, it's going to be something else. People are going to now. It's like, have y'all seen the tattoo?
Yes.
It's going to be. I mean, that's some high level. Apparently, this is dude in, I don't know, BFE, the artist who did the tattoo. It's from not Egypt, but just like in the middle of nowhere. You know, Scandinavia or something. I don't know. But what I do know is like it's intricate. It probably has a lot of meaning, and I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron was on some kind of, ayahuasca, DMT, diptotrimine. I don't even know what that stuff is, but I'm sure he was on an experience.
Maybe he just had a good gummy, dude. You know, I do not promote drugs, and you should not do drugs. Down with dope and up in hope.
Yes, right. I'm just saying though, for you,
boo this man.
For you, Wes. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is that kind of. I think he's a little deeper than that. I think
what he is a back-to-back NFL.
What he is a hippie. That's what he
regular
is.
Season MVP.
That is true. He is, but he's got some style though, right? I mean, he came in as Cameron Poe. I mean, that's pretty
for sure.
That's a lot of credit.
Rides into Texas with the mustache, the hat, starched up Wranglers, the vest.
What character is that supposed to be from?
I don't know. Look pretty cool though.
I'm pretty sure it's from a movie. It's from an obscure movie.
It's like the.
Who are you talking about?
Rodgers a few years ago when they played Dallas.
On West, keep up, West.
Oh. I didn't know we switched.
We're still talking about Aaron Rodgers, but then last year
I know we're talking about Aaron Rodgers. I didn't know. Hold on.
Last year he talked about. Last year he came in and he had some Halloween costume as he was John Wick with the dog.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty dope. But yeah, Wes, we're still talking about that bad man in Green Bay,
greatest quarterback in the league today.
Well, I'm getting excited about the season coming up. I mean, we're in the dog days of sports.
No, we're not, bro.
What do you really watching
training camp?
Right now? You got the women's was it EuroLeague? Kind of watching it. Saw amazing goal today by England. She had a back tap, like she back tapped it off her foot. Watching. I guess we're gonna get into the Little League World Series coming up.
I'm not.
Dude,
unless my dude Big Al is there, Big Al hitting dingers. Nah, man, I ain't worried about that. Worried about them kids. Like Tom Brady said.
It's not worried about it, but like, what do you? I gotta watch live sports. It's not. I can't do. I work every once in a while, especially if I felt because like when I have to do my paperwork, I go to the sports bar. And the sports bar, I was like, I want live sports. I don't want reruns. I can watch reruns. I can watch old sports documentaries or whatever when I'm at home, when I can hear it. But I can't really hear it. So, like, I want live sports. So, like, I'm like, well, hey, what's live right now? So, like, right now, it's basically track.
You mean you need an actual event to watch?
Yeah.
Why? If you're doing paperwork.
Did you watch the women's 4x100?
You damn right I did.
Dude.
Abby Steiner, Sydney, Sid, McLaughlin, babe. Sydney McLaughlin, babe.
No, that wasn't the women's USA 4x100. It was
no, I'm talking about the 4x400.
No, I'm talking about the 4x100.
No, I ain't see that. I talk about the 4x400.
No, you got to see that because, all right. So I don't mean to sound racist, but
there's no way to make that sound great when you preface it that
I'm
way.
just saying, okay, just listen.
Okay.
USA won the women's 4x100.
Just hit that follow button.
2 white girls on their team.
Yeah, was Abby Steiner one of them?
Abby Steiner, but that wasn't the chick that won it for him.
Oh, well,
who was the third leg? Like Padina or something like that.
You would, Wes. Those would be the 2 women you talk about, wouldn't it?
But dude, you gotta see the way this lady ran the third leg. I think it's Padina or something like that. I can't.
All right.
Hey, nothing good.
No, you got to see her run this third leg on this race, dude. She killed that curve.
Nothing good comes out of.
For her, the Jamaicans would have beat them because the Jamaicans almost caught them at the end.
What, James?
Nothing good ever comes out of. I don't mean to sound racist, but
this is what it kind of sounds like. I mean, it doesn't sound right. Anyways,
I know.
Hey, shout out Fred Curley. Shout out Fred Curley of Taylor, Texas, winning that 100-meter race. Did you see that, Wes?
I didn't see that, but I know that the men's mile relay killed it. It wasn't even close. The USA men's mile relay.
What you got against the women? The women's 4x400 was dope.
I missed it. I just missed it. I'm sorry. I saw the women's. Only reason I really saw the women's 4x100 was because I went to go get a fresh fade today.
Did you see the 400-meter hurdles? The women's 400-meter hurdles?
Dude, so the chick that won the 400-meter hurdles.
Yeah, Sydney McLaughlin.
She probably like my fastest time in high school in the 400. We would have tied. Yeah,
she's dope.
That's crazy. That's insane to me.
Wow.
Like I'm running a 47-second, quarter, and she's running the same while she's jumping hurdles. That's crazy.
Yeah, she ran a 50. She set the world record. I think she ran a 50.6 or 50 point, something like that. Anyways, when she ran the 400 meters, she ran a 400 meters 3 seconds slower than the men. Like the average men time was 44 seconds. She ran a 47. Sydney McLaughlin is the truth.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is she running without hurdles?
That's what 47. She ran a 50 with hurdles. She ran a 47 without.
Oh, maybe I heard that. I guess I heard the information wrong. I thought she ran a 47 with the hurdles.
No. She ran a 50.6 or 50. Anyway, she set the world record for the hurdles. But dude, when she ran that 4x400 in the as the anchor, man, ridiculous. All right, let's get on to some football talk. People are like, we don't want to hear about track. I get it. I understand. Jerry Jones put on, is it Patsy Cline? Jerry Jones basically saying, Patsy Cline, stand by your man. He just doubled down. He says, I got all the faith in McCarthy. McCarthy's is in my estimation the best coach for us to win a championship. This is me paraphrasing it. But I'll tell you this. Jerry Jones made it real clear he wants an NFC championship or a Super Bowl appearance, because if that doesn't happen, it sure sounded like he flipped the switch when he got down to the other part of the conversation, where if that doesn't happen, there's gonna be some changes made in the coaching staff. Look, Jerry's trying to have his cake and eat it too, Wes. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to believe the latter part of Jerry's statement by saying he's 80 years old, and he said he ain't looking for anything to mess that up. And he wants championships, NFC championship appearance, or Super Bowl berth. You got to ask yourself the question, what's going to happen? Jerry Jones, here we go. Come on, here. Let's get the truck going. 35 West. Here we go. Let's go. 35 West.
About fucking time, Jerry.
35 West.
Oh man, y'all made me cuss first. About time, bro.
It's true.
You done did all this. You done did all that. You the most profitable franchise in sports, but you can't find a good coaching. You can't find a good GM. You can't do this. It's like it's so frustrating. I go out here every day and I'm dripping Cowboys.
Drip.
I'm dripping Cowboys. But then still people, what makes me angry? People, the first thing they bring up is like, dude, why are y'all so stupid?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
you walk out the door making a fool out of yourself. First of all,
Browns at this point, like we've basically have made better moves than the Cleveland Browns at this point. That's how shitty our front office is. So I mean, we got draft picks, we got players on the field that can make plays, we got people that can do stuff, but we don't have the coaching in place. We don't have a good offensive coordinator. If I hear one more time about Kellen Moore and that he's this great offensive mind, I'm gonna stab somebody in the freaking eye.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm tired of hearing about how great Kellen Moore is in an offensive mind. He ain't done shit.
Listen, for me, and with Kellen Moore, I think that's a whole nother aspect of a conversation that on his play calling. I think everybody has a lack of experience. I think the game is past McCarthy by. Hold on. I think the game is past McCarthy by holistically, where he's leaning, I think, too much on individuals like Kellen Moore. Dan Quinn, I think, is solid on the defense. They've improved. People want to say they were a top 10 defense. I think they were like middle of the pack, maybe top 15. But at the same time, like, we can't count on the turnovers that Diggs got, that he's going to repeat that this year. He may have something close, but I don't think that numbers are going to produce. I think Micah Parsons is going to increase in his sacks, but at the same time, people will have a lot more keys locked up on him. But for Jerry Jones, the real Jerry stood up whenever he said, we need to be in a championship game for the conference, or we need to be playing for a Super Bowl. And if that doesn't happen, then there needs to be some changes. But there needs to be some changes probably on the offensive and the head coach part of that, because that seems to be, in our estimation, where the majority of the mistakes are being made. The head coaching is leading to the number one penalized team in the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys. The offense, right? That's the head coach part of it. But the offensive coordinator, my belief is Kellen Moore is not making the best decisions whenever the circumstances arise for a creative play. He'll either try to get too conservative, or if they're too far behind, then that's when he wants to rip the ball down the field. It's like for Dallas, which they showed last year, was they're a front runner. If they can get out ahead of you and keep a lead, their defense can keep them in the game the whole time. But if they get behind, or if it's close, the offense seems to stagger. And I think that's where the telltale sign is like, look, you need a head coach who can come in, who's offensive oriented, and you're going to need to have an offense coordinator who is experienced enough, that has a championship pedigree background to make those calls. And right now, Kellen Moore is not doing that, and Mike McCarthy appears does not have the discipline. You can't be a disciplinary coach and take your team to go play Topgolf. I'm sorry. It's not going to work for me.
But you know what, though? I give a lot of shit to Kellen Moore, but maybe it might not be Kellen Moore, because a lot of times you can call plays, but if your players ain't executing it, you look like shit. So once again, we come back to Mr. Dak Prescott.
Well, hold on real quick, but let me push back. Let me push back on that part of it. Hold on, just wait a second, Wes. Let me push back. If that's the case and Dak is making the adjustment, if he is making the adjustment and it's wrong, then that's where McCarthy needs to step in and take that authority away from Dak and say, you're going to run what's called by Kellen Moore. That's the way you nip that in the bud, so that those problems, those errors stop happening. And I think that McCarthy doesn't have I don't think McCarthy has the authority to do that. I can't hear what you're saying when you're talking with me. What were you saying?
Stop babying Dak, dude.
It's not babying Dak. It's taking away Dak's ability to have autonomy to call what he wants when he thinks he sees it. That's not babying him. That's taking responsibilities away from him, because he may not have the experience to make those calls. And he's making the wrong judgment call in a crucial part of the football game, which means he needs a better coach. Wes, I can't hear you when you talk when I'm talking.
because obviously Dak is not an NFL quarterback.
I think Dak.
A problem. Maybe that's the problem.
I think Dak is an NFL quarterback. I just think he hasn't had the right coaches around him. What does Jason Garrett have done for Dak Prescott? What has Mike McCarthy done for Dak Prescott?
Jack shit.
Nothing. He needs a real coach to come in, and we all know the guy's name.
Oh my
waiting
God!
in the wings.
Will you get out of here with that shit?
No, I'm not going anywhere with it. You have to understand that's a plausible opportunity.
Dude, right now, with your Sean Payton shit, you're like one of the dudes when you go to the strip club and you tell me like, Zeb, man, I think the stripper likes me. No, dude, get away with this.
Okay, Wes.
Sean Payton shit alone. Sean Payton's not coming to Dallas.
Okay, fine. Who's coming to Dallas if McCarthy doesn't get to an NFC Championship game then?
Another fucking shitty coach.
No. Let's talk about it. You got me
so worked up and I keep cussing.
Talk about it.
Stop.
Talk about it.
They're not going to get anybody good. You know what's going to happen? Because Jerry is still calling the shots and Jerry's still going to make these idiot moves. You're either going to have Quinn become the head coach.
Okay.
Which, not that bad of a move, but I don't know if he's a head coach. I think he's a good defensive coordinator. I don't know if he's a great coach. Or you know the next season's going to happen? You're going to have Kellen Moore as your head coach. Why? Because, he's got this great mind of Sean Payton's not going to be the Dallas Cowboys head coach, dude. Just let it go.
You can't let it go when the man explicitly named the Cowboys as one of his landing destinations. That's why, like, your reasoning behind it makes no sense at all. If he didn't even mention the Dallas Cowboys, you would have all the grounds to stand on. But because he did mention them, you're trying to make up a fallacy that doesn't even exist right now. And that I find that truly, like, absent-minded. It's like, what are you thinking about? If you think that greatness can't come to the Dallas Cowboys because they're just cursed, because Jerry's alive, they can't find a way to bring in a championship-winning head coach?
Why would you want to work for Jerry? If you're a good coach, why would you want to come in and work for Jerry?
It's the star.
If you're a good GM, we need a GM. We need an owner that's Jerry. We need a GM. We need a coach. A coach doesn't want the owner to be the GM. There's got to be some kind of person in the middle. And Jerry won't allow it to happen. So why would somebody like Sean Payton come to the Dallas Cowboys? Wake up.
Because Jerry Jones.
It's like, Paul, it's like when you go t-shirt shopping.
You got 2 minutes.
And you see a good t-shirt and you say, oh, that's an extra large. You're like, you know what? It ain't gonna work.
Nope.
And you move on. You move on. That's what you need to do with Sean Payton. Move on, bro.
No, that's not gonna happen until he explicitly takes himself out of the running for that position. I think we all know what's inevitable, and that McCarthy's gonna fail, and that we're gonna have to be having a real conversation about who will it be. And I think for many people, especially who have so much scar tissue. And that's what I see with you, Wes. You have so much scar tissue from the 90s that has been building up for 30 years, is that you cannot see an opportunity when it presents itself. Jerry Jones, twice in his lifetime as owner of the Dallas Cowboys, has given up control. And you know what happened? One of those times they won 3 Super Bowls. And the second time they turned into a half decent team under Bill Parcells. But what happened? Jerry, whenever they got good, Jerry's like, I'm going to take out Bill Parcells, because if they win a championship based on the team Parcells built, I'll get all the glory because Parcells will be gone. And we all know the caveat for Sean Payton to come in is he needs roster control. Therefore, that means he needs to be the GM. The question is, will Jerry allow that to happen? Probably not. And we all understand that. But at the same time, what if? And I think that's what we need to focus on more, because I firmly believe this is going to be an 11-win season and the Dallas Cowboys get bounced in the wild card. And then Jerry's going to have to put up or shut up.
Dude, you keep coming with this what if. You know what? Shit. What if I was 6'8", coming out of high school, weighing 230 pounds?
We're not talking about
What
you,
if?
Wes. We're talking about right now in the
No,
real world.
life. We're talking about what if.
Okay, what
We're
if?
talking about what if. So you need to stop with the what if, dude. What if Jerry Jones wasn't a dick to freaking, Jimmy Johnson? What if that didn't happen and we'd have to, I don't know how Barry Switzer pulled it off, but he got the Super Bowl win with an unbelievable, talented stat. Like it was like Barry Switzer probably just was like, hey, in practice and everything, was like, hey man, y'all do what y'all gotta do. I'm just here. But I don't think there's no way that anything's gonna happen like that anymore because Jerry Jones, in his head, he feels like he has to micromanage everything.
That's because he
Nobody
wants
to come into Dallas and be micromanaged. So you know what? You're not going to get a great coach because you know what?
You're such a pessimist.
No great coach wants to be micromanaged by an old man playing football in the 60s. Wake up, Jerry. Get over this bullshit, dude.
I hope, Wes, I hope, Wes, I hope Jerry one day kind of somebody puts this in front of him, and I hope he comes up to you, and I hope he gives you a piece of his mind.
Dude,
and until then,
Jerry can't be in the same room.
Until then, you should show that man a little more respect. I'm just gonna leave it right there. We got to get into a break.
You know what?
We got to get into a break, Wes. We got to get into a break. The other half of that is we're gonna lose your call. That's the other half of it. And I don't want Zoom to 86 you like it did last night.
Bro.
You need to get your possessions in possession. Good on, hype for nothing. 35 West. I bet you it's gonna come back to Dallas a little bit later. Give us about 6 minutes. We'll come back to it. welcome back to the show. Let's get into the next segment. One got to go. I'm gonna let Wes set it up. Wes found this image. So Wes, by all means, sir, take it away. And you're muted, James. James.
Megatron and Julio Jones. Which receiver?
Hold on, you gotta start over.
Huh?
You gotta start over. You're on mute.
Oh, sorry.
It's not
All
your
right,
fault.
so you got 4 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
You can only take 3. Like you're going, it's like you're going to the candy store, and
Okay, 50.
your mom says you can only get 3. This is the 3 out of the 4. You got Randy Moss, T.O., Megatron, and Julio Jones. Who are you saying, all right, Ma, I'm not taking this one? And to me, man, you know what? Let's start off. We're gonna go with Paul first. Paul.
This was hard, man. This is hard because you have 3 Hall of Famers, and we really don't know what Julio's gonna do. Julio now could.
You saying there's not 4 Hall of Famers? Right
Hold on, man. Just let me. It's on me, right? I got the mic. Yes, that's right. I got the mic. So
mute me, James. Mute me.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That's so you can see him talking now. He ain't talking good. Leave him like that so I can get a word out real quick. All right, 1 got to go. 4 Hall of Famers. I don't know. That's questionable. The biggest thing here is none of these guys have a Super Bowl ring yet. Julio may, since Julio just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But at the same time, I think we got locks. Randy, lock. T.O., lock. I know Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson is like 20th all-time in receiving yards. But he was an absolute dominant force, and he is a Hall of Famer. And with Julio, what is he doing? Do we need to take him offline? Is that what we need to do? Gosh, this is so hard. This is a really tough one. If I had to pick, I got to leave Julio out. Julio's going to be left out. You got to go with Randy, you got to go with T.O., and you got to go with Calvin Johnson. But it's going to be hard if Julio gets a ring because he'll be the only one with a ring, and he could walk in. And there's a difference. Like, Julio has 2,000 more yards than Calvin Johnson all time. And Calvin Johnson had a 8-year career, and Julio's had 10. So that kind of just tells you the average is like Calvin has a better average per year than Julio does. But at the same time, like, Calvin did play in Detroit. And what's Detroit doing besides Barry Sanders? Not a lot. I'm taking Randy, T.O., Calvin Johnson, Hall of Famers. But this could change in like 5 years. It would be interesting to do it in 5 years.
All right. Julio out. All right. So, can't really argue too much with you. James.
You sure were arguing when I was talking?
You see, Wes, you learn your lesson, and then he still talks mess.
That's right.
All right. Plain and simple, T.O. got to go. T.O. got to go.
Bro. T.O.
You just can't say T.O.'s got to go. Come on, dude. You got to give me more than that. Come on.
Fuck him, because that's why.
No, but legit. Why would you pick... Hold on. Why would you pick Julio over T.O.?
Well, I mean, it did come down to Julio and T.O.
Okay.
And I just don't really care for T.O., honestly. I mean, he's a cold receiver. He's all right. But I think that his on the field antics and his whole little spiel. Is it my time?
I'm going to say something, but go ahead.
Okay, I feel like his on the field antics and all that shit.
We'll cut this short.
That's fine with me. I feel like that he would be a whole lot better if he just like focused on his game. I really feel like all of that extra stuff hurts him. Even as good as he is, I feel like he could be better. So with that's why.
How is Julio? How do you, in your eyes, is Julio better?
Man, having Matt Ryan back there, He's all right. He's a good fantasy quarterback, not the best. I feel like Julio just hasn't had the proper, like guy back there tossing it to him. You know what I mean? Although, he has had I don't know, Atlanta is just it's been a shit show. Like they've been stacked, and on paper they look good. If you have like individual players for fantasy, they do good, but the team never wins. So I feel like it's just been a dump for like ever in Atlanta.
So do you hold that Super Bowl loss against New England like heavy over their Atlanta's head?
How do you lose that?
No, I'm asking you.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you lose that? Like you have the game won. It's unfathomable how they let that happen, but it is Tom Brady.
NFL stats: T.O. is third overall all time in career reception yards.
What about touchdowns?
T.O. is top 5
in touchdowns.
All right.
Wide receivers
You done?
all time.
Are you done?
Wide receivers.
Are you done?
Is who done?
You done? James.
Yeah, he's done.
So you're saying who you saying is out? T.O.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This segment went very, very, very bad because y'all have.
What are we all supposed to pick Julio and just write it off?
I think if you really do if you do a deep dive into it, like if I would have showed you those numbers before, would it have changed your mind?
No.
Okay.
I told you because first of all, I just don't really care for the guy. Like his
and
whole shit, like
I think a lot of
quarterback and all this bullshit. Like just cut the crap, dude. Play football. Go out there and play football.
Well, he did go out there and play football.
Yeah, I know,
on
but
on a broken leg.
But you see what I'm saying? Like I feel like he could have been better without all of it. Oh, let me think about what I'm gonna do after I score a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like just play the game, dude. I feel like he could have been better. Are we all just supposed to pick Julio Jones and just move on or what?
Well, I think for a lot of it is
fucking boring, dude.
You look at the numbers, and I think that's why. If you look at the numbers, it has to make sense. Like Randy is kind of untouchable. And I think because of everything that T.O. did during his career, it has this like cloud of just being an antagonist.
He's been trying to make his way back.
But dude, he's 47 years old. I get what you're saying, but he's 47.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Hold on, Wes. Hold on. I'll let you have you'll have your time.
First of all, y'all are killing me.
You'll have your time, Wes. Wes, you'll have your time.
You'll be lucky if you get 30.
So at the same time, you really have to think about this. I think for T.O., that cloud hangs over him. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the media thinks exactly like you do, James. A ton of them. But when you look at the numbers and you look at the Hall of Fame, and that's the reason he didn't go to Canton to do the Hall of Fame. He went to his alma mater in college to accept his gold jacket. And he's just anti-establishment.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of like clouds a lot of people's mindset of how good he really was. And if you don't really know, you can look at the highlights, or if you just look at the numbers. 3rd all-time in receiving touchdowns. 3rd all-time in receiving receptions. It's just, and you look at that and you're like, oh, I didn't really think about it like that. Mm. But at the same time, like people don't like T.O. for a lot of reasons. And a lot of them, what you said. Wes, go.
First of all, James, I don't know how you can sit there and talk noise about T.O. Who did you ever remember Randy Moss and with the Raiders? He literally walked out the field. I can tell you this: T.O. would never walked out the field and acted like Randy Moss. Randy Moss has some off the field stuff too. So you can't be like, oh, you're taking T.O. out of the picture because of that stuff. Come on, bro. And first of all, you're a Packers fan. You should hate Randy Moss because he mooned y'all.
Nah, man. I got respect for Randy Moss. Come on, man.
Don't you, Wes? Don't you think Randy rehabilitated his image in New England? I do. I really think he did.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish?
This is a talk show, Wes.
So, but I'm just saying, T.O. on the field, T.O. had his antics. He had the whatever off the field, and we really wasn't that bad compared to other people. T.O. never had anything with drugs, alcohol, or anything like that. He had problems talking to media or doing weird things or whatever, doing weird stuff with popcorn in the field. But T.O. was a good teammate. T.O. was a player. He went every play 100%, dude. Different than Randy Moss. There's multiple plays of Randy Moss Just walking off the field and he's done. So don't hate on T.O. The media or whatever has made T.O. to be a villain. He's not a villain, dude. He's actually T.O. is a good teammate. So stop hating on T.O.
All right. With that being said, I think for T.O. at the same time. Oh, you're not done, Wes?
I'm not done.
Come on now.
Y'all talking about the quarterbacks and these four guys' history.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
If you look at the quarterbacks, who probably had the best quarterback to throw for him?
Randy Moss.
It might have been T.O. with Tony Romo.
That brings me to my closing point on this matter. Just like Randy rehabilitated his image in New England, I think T.O. went and rehabilitated his career in Dallas and being as emotional as he was. And I promise you this, I think Wes would have a different take on this, especially if T.O. had never gone to Dallas. If T.O. never goes to Dallas, I think Wes has a completely different take on this matter at the end of the day. And the only reason why is because he's 35 West. He's always got to bring it back to Dallas. I'm just going to leave it right there.
Dude, I don't. What has happened here? I feel like I'm in the part of the movie when like you felt like your friends were here, and then next thing you know, your friends have turned on you. I feel like the show has turned on me. I feel like all Paul does now is make fun of me because I'm a Cowboy fan. I think this was it was the plan in the first place, wasn't it?
Wes, I wish.
You act like you're a Cowboy fan, but really you hate them just as much as I do because they keep letting you down.
And me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. I hate them.
James just doesn't like Dallas because he just doesn't like Dallas. I don't like Dallas because they make poor coaching choices, poor coaching hires.
But if you look at it a four and you take out Tom Brady, which one of these guys had the best quarterbacks? It was probably T.O. Julio Jones, my problem with Julio Jones is that I don't know if he stays that healthy. Megatron, he got tired of being in Detroit. But I've seen Megatron just take over a game.
Are we just going to totally ignore the fact that Matthew Stafford was his quarterback? We're just going to forget about that? Oh, I'm sorry. Matthew Stafford did what last year in his first year as the Rams quarterback? What did he do, guys? Tell me what he did.
I don't know.
Bling, bling.
Bling,
bling.
Also had the number one wide receiver in the league.
Are you telling me that Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Tony Romo?
Yes.
Are you serious, Wes?
Yes.
No. Bro.
No, he's not. Tony Romo just has some really bad luck. Like, he's just... Tony Romo's had bad luck, but like, dude, when Romo was on, come on, bro. I know,
dude. Bad luck.
I hear you yelling like, "Oh, the dude just had some bad luck, man." He just, oh my, I feel bad for him because he's a good guy. But dude, when Romo was on, come on,
Wes, you can't believe what you just said.
I do. I believe it.
You believe Tony Romo?
Don't get me wrong.
Was a better quarterback
at the time
than Matthew Stafford.
Romo picked the worst time to be an idiot. Romo would light up
every Dallas quarterback.
Next thing you know, like I remember seeing him playing the Buffalo Bills. He threw how many interceptions against the Bills?
Enough.
And came back and won the game. Who does that?
Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, I'm just saying. You remember that though? You remember that game?
Yes.
It was a regular season game. I think Romo threw maybe 5 or 6 interceptions. I'm like, dude, this dude is terrible. Mm-hmm. Why is he still in the game? And the dude, he keeps firing and he comes back and wins the game. But like, the dude has just had some bad errors. Whatever, man. Okay, let's stop talking about Tony Romo.
Wes,
you know what?
Wes, listen to me.
I'm tired of your face, James.
Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks have been cursed since Don Meredith. Don Meredith is Tony Romo. Oh yes,
Don Meredith.
Don Meredith is
curses. Don Meredith.
Don Meredith is garbage, bro. Don Meredith is garbage. Basuda.
I am no longer part of the Paul Rodriguez show. Don Meredith is one of the greatest guys in history of football. He's a great Cowboy.
The only two quarterbacks
bad about Don Meredith.
The only two quarterbacks that are elite is Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman ever to Don the Star.
You don't talk bad about Don Meredith.
Don Meredith is hot crap. He couldn't do nothing against the Steelers in the 70s, bro. Not a thing.
I'm so done with you, bro. I don't. That's what is it today? Things are acting weird right here because you're making me defend the Cowboys, and I love them, but I'm mad at them. So you're gonna try to make me defend them. You're gonna try to bring up the old stuff and what the Dallas Cowboys are all about. And Don Meredith is definitely a star of the NFL because you got to remember, dude, he was such a pleasure. Like when you watch Don Meredith and his voice, man, when he would talk and do games, he was great. But he was part of teams that weren't that good, and he had to make things happen.
You're all right.
So don't ever talk bad.
You're all right, Wes. I feel like you're being held hostage today. Like you're just
blink twice if you're okay.
I know. But if we talk about Cowboys right now, you're going back to old stuff.
I'm talking about Dallas Cowboys historically have only had 2 quarterbacks who were worth anything.
Oh, dude, come on. You said Tony Romo wasn't worth anything?
Undrafted free agent, rookie, Eastern Illinois. He got paid $20,000 to sign as a rookie.
That's what makes it great.
It's not great.
Tony Romo was freaking nothing. Literally.
And
he was literally nothing.
And what did he accomplish? Nothing.
He made it to be. He had a great career. I tell you what, dude. I get. Hey, he didn't win a ring. He didn't do this, but
hey, James, I got a question.
Tony Romo. He has commercials. He's doing great. Why? Because he was the quarterback of the biggest franchise in sports. And he did a good job. He didn't win the big game, but he did a decent job.
James,
he put butts in the seats.
We have to mute him just because we can't.
But no, he did not win the big game.
James, I got a question for you. There's a guy on this show who always talks about measuring the success of a football team with championships. Isn't that right? Don't you remember about a guy who on this show always talks about, I don't care what they've done, show me the championships. That's the level of success that I'm looking for. Who is it? Who could that be? Who? Tell me, Wes. Who measures success by championships on this show?
You know what? Yes, I get it, dude. I get it. I'm at both ends of the barrel. But right now, I'm tired of Dak Prescott because I keep hearing people saying that he's better than Romo, and I don't see him do anything better than Romo. But he's got a good story, but you like Dak Prescott as a person. And it's rough at times because you're so hard on him, but you like him as people. Just like I like Tony Romo as a person, And just like Dak has done something great for where these guys are coming out of the middle of nowhere and they've done a great story, but yet still, I want a ring.
I get it.
I talked just much shit about Tony Romo, but yet still, at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, man, these guys did a great job. Thank you. But
okay, Beyonce, if you like it, they'll put a ring on it. Okay.
All right. Something quick?
Yeah, James.
Let it be known. Let it be known here today on the Pottery Show that Tony Romo is the unluckiest man in NFL history. Yeah, is that what you're saying, Wes?
He is. Come on, he is, dude. He is very unlucky. Come on.
All right.
How many snaps did Tony Romo take and not fumble doing extra points? He was doing. I guarantee he never had. That was probably the only one he had. That's the one he had.
All right,
shouldn't have been out there.
Fumble snap he had.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there because we can talk about this all day long. Moving on, pivot real quick. I want to go ahead and get y'all's insight into this. It's gonna be a little bit deeper of a dive. In your estimation, who has the best offensive line in the NFL going into training camp?
Oh, jeez. It's the Dallas Cowboys, I'll tell you that.
Oh God. Yeah, we I think we got that pretty evident here. I'll throw out some teams. Y'all tell me what you think, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Cincinnati Bengals, and then I'll let you rank. I'll let you rank them.
I don't know linemen like that, man. Like, I don't know. Like,
think about the teams who are good at running the ball.
Okay, I do my best.
Think about the teams who are running the ball. Cleveland Browns. Who else? Who am I going to pick? Tampa Bay.
Rams got to be in there, right?
The Rams are good. Yeah, Indianapolis. Minnesota. And San Francisco. Those are all heavy run teams. We'll throw Dallas in there because it's going to go that way. We know it's going to go that way. So right now, just taking those teams into name, Wes, San Francisco, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, and I think I already said the 49ers or Dallas. That's the sixth one.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Don't throw Dallas Cowboys in there as a pity pit, okay?
It is a pity pit.
He's really starting to piss me off here, okay?
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. Now, if Green Bay, if Bakhtiari was not on the PUP list, that you might have to really hold on, Wes. Hold on, sir. I'm gonna let you get your time. Man, it's like playing referee with two juveniles over here. At the same time, you have to ask yourself if Bakhtiari is not on the PUP list and he's active, Green Bay is going to be in that mix. But at the same time, Wes, go ahead. Yeah, that was impersonation of yourself. How you feel about it?
Actually, you know what, James? You're correct. Well, don't even bring in the Cowboys, first of all. But no, you got to look at it. I think my team. I would say probably the Bengals. I think they made a big upgrade with getting Lyle Collins.
You know he's on the PUP list, right?
Huh?
You know he's on the PUP list, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm.
But I also think that no team runs the ball better than the Cleveland Browns, actually, because it seems like the Cleveland Browns should have a problem running the ball because if I play against the Browns, I'm going to make them throw the ball because you know what? I don't trust Baker. I think Baker's going to throw you some interceptions. So,
Baker's not even there, bro.
Well, listen. So I'm thinking on the pass.
Okay.
So I know they were still one of the best running teams in the NFL, even though they had Baker Mayfield as the quarterback. So now if you get Deshaun Watson not being suspended and can actually throw the ball, wow, watch out for the Cleveland Browns. Because what do you do? Because he can make plays with his legs, he can throw it, he can actually, make passes, unlike Baker. And now that you can run the ball. So the Browns will be really dangerous if Deshaun Watson makes it on the field.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I think they're going to be I think they'll be above average team even with Jacoby Brissett, even the offensive line and defense. But they're not my pick. Before I get my pick, let me throw it over to James. Who was the best running team you think of last year when you think of teams who ran the ball?
Last year,
I'll narrow it down to these teams: San Francisco, Indianapolis, and Cincinnati.
I would say San Francisco was the best run team.
Yeah, well, this is your opinion.
Okay. Well, Indianapolis. I mean, you got what's his name back there?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor back there. So before behind every great running back, there's always a good offensive line.
That's what we're talking about.
He wouldn't be able to get the yards that he got last year. But there's still a Colts. I'll go with the Colts.
Yeah, you like the Colts?
Yeah, I mean, based on last year. Yeah.
I like the Colts as well. I think they have one of the best interior offensive linemen, Quentin Nelson. I think they're going to be a team who's going to be forced to have like a big play action game just because I don't think Matt Ryan has the deep ball anymore. He's going to rely on mid-range and underneath passes. And I think that's one of the reasons probably why Julio didn't go to Indianapolis because he knew what Matt Ryan was. And I think it was also too damn cold in Green Bay. That's why Julio chose the warm climate with Tommy Goat plus no state income tax. Get all the money you can get all the pennies. I'm just saying. But I think the best offensive line, hands down, I think you got to think about. And if I had to rank them, I would say Indianapolis, Cleveland, San Francisco. I think they're a really good team that kind of puts things together. Wes, you waving your hands over there being dismissive, man. Why you being petty, bro? What's the problem?
Ain't no problems, bro. Ain't no problems. Hey, I like how we all synced up tonight. We all wearing black.
I wear black every day. It's not new.
You need to span it out, dude. But I mean, it's your size. You don't want to be walking around in like a big red T-shirt.
That's all right. I know.
Kool-Aid man.
I know at my. It's all right. It's okay.
Damn.
I know at my size I can fit through that gap, so it's all good. All right, guys. Let's get into a quick break. It's all love on this side as we get into that break. Yeah, that's right. Hit your heart. Don't worry, son. That's right, baby. Let's be a party up in here real quick. Like, I got nothing but love for my brother out there in DFW. Don't worry about it. Oh, I see you, sir. I see you.
I love you too, bro.
People gonna think we mad. Oh, they don't like each other. What's wrong with them?
We don't.
Why are they so mean?
I'm ready to go out to eat with you, man, because I want to learn some things, and I just want to get a buffet of food.
You ain't gonna learn nothing. It's gonna be quiet as hell, bro.
James will probably have a salad.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. All right, guys, give us a few minutes when we come back. We're gonna get off the rails. Maybe we'll talk about Julio. I don't know. It's not really a story. I don't think it is. But yeah, give us a few minutes. We'll come back, reload, get off the rails. We're gonna do two more. One gotta go, and we're gonna do music and Nintendo games
tonight
from the 80s.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Really?
We're doing both. People are gonna get pissed. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Paul Rodriguez Show. Man, it is a fun time to be alive. For everybody who's still watching, we appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe. We're still steadily growing to 100. We're at 74 right now, 26 away. All your love is appreciated. We're gonna get off the rails a little bit right now. It's okay. We'll get Wes back online. But at the same time, we did have a huge announcement this week, or today rather. Julio Jones being announced with a 1-year deal. Details to come about him joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm a little bit excited about this just because this is going to be filling the role, I think, highly of Antonio Brown as well as Gronkowski. We don't really know if Chris Godwin's going to be available for week 1. And with this signing, it's definitely going to give a lot of comfort to not only, I think, Mike Evans in that receiving room, but also at the same time, Tom Brady is going to have another clutch possession receiver to kind of help them get over the hump in certain instances. But at the same time, I think it's going to be a big mentorship for Julio as he kind of goes into that to that room, so to speak. But we're getting Wes Washington back online so we can get off the rails a little bit. I lost track, but we're doing it at the same time. We good?
He's coming. There he is.
Oh, getting him back in line.
Sideways. Turn it sideways. And sing it straight up. Yo, candy ass.
Y'all think Dwayne is going to do anything? He's going to do anything with the XFL?
No.
I don't think so. I don't know. I am excited to see if that San Antonio team keeps on what?
He keeps on leaving.
Wes, don't leave, bro. Where are you going?
Hines Ward, coach. Is that what you're talking about?
He's going to be the head coach for the San Antonio team.
Wait, that's the XFL?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to back the San Antonio team whenever it comes to kickoff.
Wes, quit leaving.
Wes, you all right there, buddy?
I'm having some issues, I guess, with my headphones. So I can't turn my headphones. Every time I hit my headphones, it turns away the thing. So I guess I'll just
don't get your hand away from your ears.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Yeah, James going into dad mode over here. Get your
earmuffs. Earmuffs on.
You do earmuffs?
No.
Oh.
Shoot.
If you had to, like, if you were like, let's say you were going to Green Bay for that Dallas game.
No. Like, oh, are you talking like physical earmuffs?
Yeah. Like if you were
like cold earmuffs.
Right. Like if you're going to the Dallas game.
I'm gonna do a beanie. I'm gonna do a beanie.
Oh, you do a beanie?
Yeah.
What if you had to do both? Like the beanie is like, because it's wool, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be air is gonna be coming through.
Yeah. Well, I did say, I did say that when I went to a game in Green Bay, I want to do it I want to experience the frozen tundra. And when we had that freeze down here, I was like, I think I might reconsider. I might do like late October or early October or something like that. But because it was pretty fucking cold. I don't know how the chicks be over there in bikinis and dudes shirtless chugging beer and shit. But I don't think that's gonna be me.
It's a different kind of human though. Like they couldn't take the heat down here the way we have it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like I can't. Yeah. Just like we couldn't handle that ice storm. That's the weird thing about West though. West is gonna have both. He's gonna have snow in the winter, and right now he has to deal with triple digits heat. I don't know how you're gonna deal with it, bro.
What?
It's all in the name of Jerry.
How do you deal with the snow up there in DFW?
Oh, dude, it's terrible. I can't deal with snow at all. I'm not prepared for it. I don't have shoes for it. That's the biggest thing. Is when it's snowing and you got to go in and out of your home. You got to have proper shoes for it. That's the worst part.
What about
and
chains?
when you lose electricity, oh, it's terrible. It's the worst.
What about chains for your vehicle? Do you have to have special tires? For the stinking Lincoln, man, it's actually pretty good in the snow. It's really? It's actually a very it's a dream to drive actually in the snow because it's heavy.
It's heavy, and you basically just say, You put it in cruise control and you just let it drive. It has a feature that deals with snow. So like you put it on the feature, it deals with snow. You put it in cruise control. You just kind of let it drive and you steer a little bit, and it catches itself and all that kind of stuff. So,
all right. So let's go ahead and start. Destroying the world. One you got to go at a time. Viewer discretion advised. People are gonna get pissed off in this next segment. Sorry about it. It's gonna happen. Wes Washington found these.
Hit the like on your way out.
I mean, yeah, please hit the subscribe button on the way out, because as soon as you see what's about to go down, there's going to be some hollering and some cussing going on here in a minute. Wes, I'm going to throw it back to you. You found these. You set it up.
So we're going to go with the first one is it the video games?
No.
It's
music.
Music. We're going that one.
We're going to piss everybody off quick.
First, we're going to go with the music. Okay. It's One's Gotta Go. You got James Brown, you got Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, you got Prince. I'm going to start off myself this one.
Go.
And I'm going to go with I'm going with James Brown. It's a hard
bro. This fucking guy, dude.
I know, I'm terrible. This is my reasons.
Gone.
James Brown, for me, he doesn't have the hits that I got with the other guys. I don't know what it is, man. For me, to tell you the truth, it's Prince first, Stevie second, and then Michael.
Say that again. Say that again.
Prince first. Stevie second. Michael third. Okay. I know. I'm crazy.
Okay.
I'm crazy. I know everybody. I know most people are MJ first or at least second, but Prince is definitely for me first, and then there's Stevie, dude. Man, Stevie's got some. I love me some Stevie Wonder. I'm just saying. All right, go ahead.
So the Godfather is out. The Godfather's out.
The Godfather's out for me. And now we're gonna go over to my man Paul. Who you got?
I thought I was your man.
Inquiring minds want to know. Well, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off this one real quick. I just called to say that you're out, Stevie. I'm going. Stevie Wonder has got to go, son. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stick with. And Wes, my order is not as close to yours, but it does lead off with Prince. Prince, they funky call Medina, man. Prince is just a superhuman. But I like Prince, I like Mike, and then I like James. Look, man, my formation came at the hands of Rocky IV and Living in America with James Brown, Apollo Creed coming out, and Uncle Sam. Hey, man, Living in America, it just hit me. And then, of course, you got Pop's Got a Brand New Bag. I'm more of that soul blues with James Brown more than the pop soul R&B than with Stevie. But don't get me wrong, this is hard. Like, it's hard. It's very, very, very hard. Stevie's got jams on. Stevie's got a catalog that's humongous. But I'm sorry, but if I got to pick, I'm sorry, Stevie. You can't see me anyway, so I mean, ain't gonna hurt. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. R.I.P. to James Brown.
All right. Hey, you know what, dude? That's what you feel. That's what you feel.
I wish that what you would have told me on the Julio Jones one. That's how you feel. You feel what? You.
I think it's because I showed respect to Stevie and his catalog, and I gave some decent points. But my musical taste more is bluesy soul more than R&B soul.
That's why I hate following you, because you make me look like shit. You make anyone look like shit.
Well, you should have told that man. Don't tell me. Tell him.
So now I'm just waiting for him to toss it to me.
Hey, James is never happy with the order. James is never happy with the order.
He's happy with that Whataburger order.
You know what, James? Get over it. Here we go.
You down with you? Whataburger's out?
Last but not least.
I've been eating healthy.
Oh, my bad. I digress.
Last but not least, let's go to James. Who you got?
So are we judging?
If you say it, if you say it,
are we judging by the person or by the music?
Everything.
No,
Everything.
You're judging by what. Be like, hey, you're going to the store. Your mom say, hey, you can have 3 CDs. So you got to be like, hey, I don't want this CD. What CD are you putting back?
Out of the 4.
Out of the 4.
He gotta go, dude. Stevie Wonder. I'm sorry, Stevie Wonder. Gotta go, bro. Bro, honestly, and I'm gonna break your heart, Wes. I literally don't think that I know. I don't think I know literally one Stevie Wonder song. Honestly, like I'm being honest with you guys.
Bro, I just called to say I love you. My Sherry Amore.
Play it.
Happy birthday to you,
bro.
He's at 4 right now.
Living just enough for the city. Oh, man.
Bro, come on, man.
Hold on. There's gonna probably be like a.
You know what? Next time we're having my which one?
Living in perfect harmony.
I got you, Wes.
Ebony, ivory. Come on.
Hold on. Bro.
All right. Copyright strike. Nah, it doesn't ring a bell.
Bro, you've never heard. Okay, hold on.
Nigga West, that's how he's gonna be at the end of the season.
I'm taking that gummy, maybe.
No New Year's Day.
That sounds like it was used as a sample on another song.
It probably was like. Because it's a banger. That's a banger, bro. That's original.
Okay.
You know what? All right. You know what? Before I lose it, we're gonna go on to the next.
Hold on, real quick. But it goes in this order. It goes in this order.
It's a good point.
It goes Prince, James Brown, and then Michael.
I think that's my.
Yeah,
and
Michael last for some reasons that
allegedly.
You watch Dark Side. We'll get into those. So
allegedly.
Okay.
A lot of evidence.
All right. Anyway, so because of the ignorance of James, we're gonna go on to the next.
That's my ignorance too, bro.
The youthfulness. What are you talking about?
Is that what you call it?
Set it up.
Anyway,
set it up.
Anyway, let's go. This one has got video games in the basically late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Nintendo
Video games that are old as fuck.
So we got Mike Tyson's Punch Out. We got Double Dribble. We got Contra. And we got Tecmo Bowl. Your parents take you to, let's say, Target, Walmart, or whatever. They say, hey, you get 3 video games. Which 3 are you getting? We're going to go to James.
Of course. So actually, I've only played one of these games that's on here, and it's Contra that I played. Yeah, okay. Honestly. Mike Tyson Punch Out. I know that's a legendary game, so I'm not touching that. So for me personally, it comes down to Tecmo Bowl and the Double Dribble. Tecmo Bowl looks cool. The guy looks mean. He's got the paint on his face. It looks like he's ready to go at it. Reminds me of Blitz, kind of. Okay. So I'm about to say, Double Dribble.
86.
Gotta go. Is that a good enough explanation for you, Wes?
Not really, but yeah.
Hey, but you can't hold it. You can't hold against him. He never played those games.
Yeah, let me just go hop in my DeLorean real quick, okay? I'll be back in 30 seconds. Let me go hop in my DeLorean. Slap the shit out of you when you're a baby too.
Jeez.
So, good choice, James. Now we're gonna go to Paul. Paul, which 3 are you getting?
So, James, what was your top 3? What was the order for the 3?
On the games?
Yeah.
Well, I said I had
Contra
played
number 1.
Contra. Yeah, Contra 1, Tyson 2, just because I know it's like a legendary game.
Okay.
And then the Tecmo was 3, and then the other one.
See, I wish there would have been. I wish you would have taken out Tecmo Bowl and put in like a different game in there because I think it would have changed some things. But for me, Tecmo Bowl is going to be number 1, and number 2 is going to be Contra because that was the hardest hell game for me. Out of respect for Mike Tyson, we're gonna go number 3. Double Dribble was fantastic. It was fun. It was lots of entertainment because it was like back and forth and back and forth. But Double Dribble, graphics sucked. It's the 80s. We're talking about like 8 bits here. Double Dribble got to go. Sorry. But Tecmo, Contra, Mike. And I only owned.
In that order?
I only own 2. Dude, Tecmo Bowl is legit, bro.
Okay.
I wish I
believe
because there's a Super Tecmo Bowl. It came out after Tecmo Bowl. Bro, if you played with the Raiders, you won. Because Bo Jackson was the running back. Nobody could stop Bo. Nobody. It was like, and dude, I remember like when they would score, it'd be like, remember Wes? He would like pan around, and then they would have like a little pose. It's super nostalgic, but yeah, Tecmo Bowl is legit, dude. And the names were so old, like, you know, nobody knew who Troy Aikman was like when it came out. Nobody knew who Troy Aikman was. This is pre-Cowboys.
Pre-concussions.
If you played against the Raiders, you literally had to pick the Bo Jackson run every time. So like you had no other defense.
That was a play.
Like you can try to play the guessing game anytime because they can literally sit there and say 3 or 4 times in a row, Bo Jackson, because he could break it for 50, 100 yards each time. Yeah, because he would just literally run through people.
If he got outside, if he got to the edge, if you got to the edge, he would outrun the angles. It was stupid.
But he would just run over. But he would also run over the cornerbacks.
Yeah,
the cornerbacks couldn't come up and stop him. He just ran through them.
And then if you would just had to be like bigger line, he would like shake him off, and then take off. And you're like mashing that forward button, dude.
I got a.
And so I'm gonna go last, and I'm gonna. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna go with Mike Tyson's Punch Out. My reason why is because when I think about playing those games, I think about my friends being there and playing together. So like, I want to play all the other games are versus because I like beating people. I don't like beating the game as much as I like beating people. I like beating you and right there and just talking just shit.
Would y'all have a joystick?
Huh?
Some of them did.
You have a joystick?
Some of them. Wes, what are you gonna do if you ever go on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson and I bring up this story?
I'm gonna send it to him.
No, it's no disrespect to Mike Tyson. Don't do that.
Let me tell you something.
Don't do that. I didn't know because
my mind.
Mike Tyson. Mike, all I'm saying is because it's not 2-player, I was going with the other game.
Bro,
he's
gonna make you eat some chocolate mushrooms.
At anybody that we talk about, not disrespect, I would never disrespect Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson will knock my ass out. The other dudes, hey, bring it.
Okay.
Everybody else bring it.
I'm the one who came up with these graphics, but ain't nobody give me credit. Fuck my fucking ass.
Nobody cares about you, Mike. I'm sorry. We got love for Mike Tyson. I got love for Mike Tyson.
Y'all better watch it, man. Dude, Michael.
Dude, Mike. If Mike
hey, what's
Tyson,
the thing about Mike Tyson fighting LeBron or something?
That's not gonna happen.
Recently, something's coming up,
bro. LeBron ain't broke. He don't need that fight.
Highly unlikely.
Hey, if Mike Tyson were to right hook me and like I just like stood there, dude, he would. I literally think he would kill me, like break my neck. Honestly,
what if you had a pad on, like?
Hey, you better watch yourself.
Like the body pad, the big body bunching pads. I don't know what they're called.
Oh, like he's like
you're training.
Like you're training.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
It still would have hurt.
I think
would still hurt.
It would hurt.
He's a beast. There's certain guys that like they can generate so much power. Mike Tyson being one of them. Also Dan Henderson from the UFC and also Pride Fighting Championship. I've always said I don't care if that guy's in a wheelchair. He touches you with your right hand, you're going to sleep. So there's certain guys that can just generate power, but it's you need all the other shit to put together. That's why they don't fight no more.
Who do you think is? So they say in UFC, Ngannou's got the highest punching power, right?
Mm-hmm. Look at him.
Yeah,
and he knows.
And he knows what to do. That's right.
You don't always have to be just big, but you got to know how to generate that power.
And he learned from Mike. Like Mike taught him how to throw correctly.
The UFC like found him like digging in a
salt mine.
Yeah,
sand mine.
and they like pulled him out and they put him in the UFC Performance Institute. And they like groomed him and all that shit, and now heavyweight champion now. He is a freak athlete, dude.
Yeah, I mean, think about all you're doing is like manual labor and you have like God-given genetics.
Yeah,
it's stupid crazy.
Yeah, I want to see John. I don't know. You want to get into a little UFC real quick?
We got to because this is the last day.
Yeah. We got to give predictions for this weekend, right?
Yeah. Of course, y'all got a little something going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I felt like we had another bet that we missed. Not the gummy. Did we have another one?
Yeah, you said you were gonna eat some hot sauce if ever Juliana Pena lost.
No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about. I thought we had another one.
Now you're backing up. I knew you were messed up.
Maybe I'm missing it. All right, but I know we got the ladies, and I took Pena.
Right.
No, you took Pena.
Right. Huh?
Y'all showed that one with some respect.
Dude, you know who I took, right? Panella. Is it Panella?
What?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
What is he talking about?
Panella. Juliana Pena.
Juliana
Pena. Come on, man.
Pena?
Yeah, there you go.
Panella.
There you go.
Pina colada, bro. Come on.
Pena.
I don't know Spanish. Act like he ain't over there hollering orders for however many years.
So you like Juliana. You're going to talk about Moreno and Cara?
Man, I got Moreno, dude.
I got Moreno, too. I think he's going to roll him up.
I was listening to this guy today on Rogan, and I kind of didn't.
Vaughn?
I was all caught up, and so this dude was unfamiliar to me. I kind of didn't want to listen to it, but I went ahead and just pushed play, and he's actually like a 135-pound fighter. No, not Theo Vaughn. His name is Mikey Mushamesi. He fights in One Fighting Championship, and he's like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. And so One Fighting Championship, they do like Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, MMA, like they and all in one night too.
Oh,
and
really?
But this guy was just like real cool. Like he has like a real unique diet. And he's just like shredded too. And then Joe Rogan was like, "Whoa, that's what you eat," and typical Joe Rogan.
Oh, you talking about the little dude with the glasses?
I don't think he was wearing glasses with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Homeboy eating pizza and pasta.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And so, like I was saying earlier, I started running again, and I've been trying to get back like just to it. And so I set myself a goal that I want to run 5 days this week, which is it's hard, man. And
but you got 3 already, right?
Especially I got three in the bag, yeah, because I started on Sunday, give myself a head start. Yeah, and so it's just hot, dude. But I'm taking precautions. Like I stay hydrated. I drink water all day. I'm making sure that I ain't passing out there. And I've also been watching my diet, man. It's not because like I'm like heavy or anything. It's just because like I like feeling good, And I really feel like working out, however it is. Wes goes to the gym. I go outside, just get your heart pumping. Diet properly and stuff. And I woke up this morning, even though I went to bed like tired as hell. Felt like I didn't get my proper sleep, but I still woke up and I just had like a charge.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, let's get it. Yeah. Got to work on time and all that shit, So that's why I do it mainly. It's not so much for appearance, but it's for like the mind and, for the body and stuff. So listening to this guy, and he's a smaller guy like me, and it's just crazy like hearing, someone like his size, talk about dieting and all that stuff. Of course, he eats 1 time a day.
But he's training probably for like 4 or 5
all
hours
day.
a day.
Yeah, all day. I'm like, I mean, you know.
If you got it like that, you can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
You got it like
oh,
that.
he's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was 4 years old.
And how old is he?
He's like 30. I think he's my age. He's like 33.
Oh, I thought he was a kid.
He might be like, no. I think he's in his 20s now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a young adult.
Yeah.
Well, getting back to the UFC, that Paulo Costa, Luke Rockhold got canceled. Yeah, that got canceled.
Don't tell me Luke Rockhold got hurt.
I don't know, but I do see it's canceled. The other big fight after that is going to be Derek Lewis and Pavlovich. Yeah, Pavlovich.
That Paulo Costa one had to be the second.
That's the second time Acosta has the second time Costa's been in a fight that it got canceled in a row. So I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's Luke Rockhold, because it could be Luke Rockhold too.
Oh, for sure.
He's had his bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
You like Luke Rockhold or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Wes.
No. I'm talking to you. But I was looking at the comments.
I do. I did.
You did.
And he came up and he won the title, the middleweight title. Who did he beat? But he came out, so he beat. Oh, man, let me look it up. So he beat somebody to won the. Mingo's in the chat. Mingo would know who did Luke Rockhold beat to win the middleweight belt. But then he came out and he was supposed to fight somebody who dropped out of the fight. Michael Bisping stepped in and he was like, "Oh, I'll fight you." And I was like, "Yeah, Luke Rockhold's gonna fuck you up."
And then Bisping won.
Yeah, Luke Rockhold just came out like he just looked cocky. It's like he just looked like an ass. Yeah, Chris Weidman. Yeah, there you go. And he just looked like an asshole. He looked like he was just overconfident, like he was just gonna run him over, and he got pieced up by Michael Bisping, as he should have.
And that's the one where Bisping only had one eye. He lied about seeing out of his right eye.
Yeah.
He lied to the commission.
Bisping's a beast. I'm glad that Bisping got a title, because he's I used to not like him also, but he's a really great fighter. He just he talks his way into fights.
Everybody.
And yeah, you have to you have to have some kind of marketing for yourself. And so it was good to see Bisping win a belt. Didn't last too long. I think he lost it to GSP. They fed him to the fucking what the hell, dude? Yeah. GSP, really? And then GSP won the belt again, and then he backed out of the sport again. But Wes, did you ever see Herschel Walker fight back in the day? He fought in I think it was in Elite XC or Bellator or something like that. Yeah. No. And he was 47 at the time, or was he 50 something?
He was old.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
No, I never saw it. I remember him talking about doing it, but I never actually watched it.
Black Beast or Pavlovich?
I got to roll with Black Beast.
I'm going to roll with Derek Lewis too.
Yeah.
And this one's in Dallas. This UFC 277 is in Dallas.
Okay.
You think Nunes is going to take it?
If Juliana Pena is a real deal, she's going to win again. But with that being said, Amanda Nunes is the most dominant woman that we've ever seen fight in the UFC.
Double champ.
Yes. And so I got to roll with Nunes all the way.
What you talking about? What
do you mean? Knockout. It's going to be a knockout.
Oh, it's going to be a knockout.
It's going to be a knockout.
It's going to be.
It's going to be a knockout.
Okay. I like Pena to win. What you talking about?
What do you want?
What you talking about?
How stupid do you want me to look?
Pretty. This is gonna be a big one. Should we talk about the particulars offline, and then we'll come back and make an Instagram reel?
We can.
All right. Y'all got y'all's thing. Y'all putting a dub on it. I just don't want to. I want to do something like.
You want to get those salts?
I don't know, dude. Those salts look kind of mighty, dude.
Fuck, it's just a whiff.
Have you ever smelled ammonia? Like lifted weights and smelled ammonia?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not ammonia.
Yeah.
But
this is like 10x.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down. I mean, yeah. I've seen him on Rogan numerous times. Like,
well, I did it when I was in powerlifting, like in high school. Yeah. It's gross.
I don't know. I might kick your ass afterwards.
No. No.
I'll be all boo.
You may kick me in the ding ding and run away or something. That's about it.
With the kick far, reaching far.
No, it's not as far as you think. You got short legs, so maybe you would have to. Maybe that's what it is.
Short legs.
My
legs fit my body. Watch out.
If you're 5'6", yeah.
Yeah.
My legs do not fit my body. Wes, you all right over there? We're just trying to talk a little smack over here.
Yeah, y'all, something wrong with y'all. I need to be nicer to each other.
This guy.
Bro, if you can't handle the fire, get out of the kitchen, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about that Herschel Walker fight. I didn't know any better. I thought it was Wes out there trying to fight.
He got a little Herschel Walker.
Fighting a guy his own size.
I mean, he's more Shannon or Michael Strahan than he is Herschel Walker. I mean, let's get real.
Yeah, I guess.
You can't see it?
Huh. Yeah. There it is. Right there. He's more, what's his name?
If Wes got into, like, MMA, he would, like, kill some people.
Shit.
Dude, oh, yeah. Yeah, he would.
We'd have to hop in the DeLorean for that.
Nah, I think he could do it now, bro. He's only 46.
Only?
46 ain't that old. No.
Yeah, if you're a dinosaur.
Oh, dude, I don't want no part of that. No.
Dude, he's Ngannou, but like 46.
I would pay to see him. I would pay everything I'm worth to see him fight Ngannou.
Who, Wes?
Yeah. You know how Jackass
man,
got hit?
You have to go deep.
What?
No, dude, I get killed by that guy.
Chocolate Thunder.
What's your new Chocolate Thunder? I like Pena this weekend. I like Pena, Moreno, and Derek Lewis. I think the only one we're...
That fight, that card that they put together for Fight Island it's massive, dude.
Which one?
The Diaz and Khamzat. Yeah, that card is massive.
Hey, do Khamzat and
Darren Till?
No. Do Khamzat and Nurmagomedov, do they got beef?
I don't think so.
Because I was watching the Full Send podcast with Khabib, and they brought up Khamzat, and he's like, he's nobody. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen.
Well, Khamzat defected, right? From Russia? Sweden?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Maybe. He's no mountain man.
Okay.
Dude, mountain man. Not mountain man like Duck Dynasty, which I'm going to go watch my show a little bit later today. Y'all can snore all the hell y'all want.
Huh?
Bunch of communists over here.
Yeah,
Communists.
Oh, show's still going.
y'all tripping.
All right, guys. It's been a good week. We got a 6-day break, 7-day break. We'll be back Monday. Appreciate y'all checking in. Appreciate y'all watching. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Give them a shout out, everybody who talked tonight, James.
Yeah, we got Mingo in the chat. Shout out Mingo. Nas Cool. Earlier, Jason Delgado and Brandon Lee Leos, who said he would. James Brown gotta go. That's what he said.
James Brown gotta go. Who else said James Brown gotta go?
That was the only one I saw.
Yeah, the defector in the middle.
Yeah, there you go.
The defector. All right, Wes, what you want to leave the people with for the week before we come back next week?
Just everybody love everybody. Check on everybody, and just I love y'all. And you need a friend, call somebody up.
Horny ass.
I don't think that's what he meant. Y'all know we got preseason football in like a week and a half. Preseason football, a week and a half. James?
Dark Side of the Mic. Go check us out on Thursday this week. Yeah. I've been banned, or not banned, but my account on Facebook has been restricted, so you can go find us on YouTube, Dark Side of the Mic.
Your Facebook jail?
Like halfway. I'm in a halfway house. Yeah.
You gotta tell these people quit being so sensitive.
Sensitive is Facebook. I was joking with one of my friends, and Facebook took it literal.
Now they watching you? You on the watch list?
That's what pisses me off, man. Yeah. Nope.
They're watching you.
I told one of my friends because they were having a discussion, and so and so was like, "You need to get so and so back on the show." And I was like, "Yeah, I've been trying to. I'm gonna have to go to his house, hog tie him, and kidnap him."
No, that's how it happened?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just because of that?
Yeah, that comment.
That comment.
I said I was gonna hog tie somebody and kidnap him.
Not in real life, though. Not in real life. I don't want to get this show taken out. That's why we don't post on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Like always, love yourselves. Love your neighbor. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back next Monday.